Quarter.
Yeah, the bench is great. Even in the first half, that was absolutely huge for us. Keon was huge for us. Avery's defense, Beatrice, and Greg has just been Greg. I mean, Greg is struggling running with his foot, can't go through practices, can't go through shoot-arounds, takes his boot off and just plays in games. And he's been fantastic for us. That was big for us.
5 blocks, 4 steals.
Yeah, I mean, he's just around the ball a lot. And he's got confidence now. You can see when we swing it, he's shooting it. And you know, when a 5 can step out a little bit and make shots like that, it stretches our offense.
And just Paul from the jump was very aggressive.
Paul was aggressive. You know, I don't think he liked the way we finished the game the other night, and I thought we made a concerted effort to get him involved early. And I also thought Paul, when he came back in the fourth quarter, because Kevin's, you know, he's the guy on the minute slot, and it's a shame. Kevin was rolling, and you know his minute thing was up, so we had to take him out. And we said, Paul, you got to be the offensive captain now out on the floor. And he went out and did that, and I thought that was huge for us.
You guys were looking at this game trip, difficult timing a little bit.
Yeah.
And now you can't go any worse than 500.
Yeah, well, we're going to take them one at a time. I understand what you're saying. No, these last 2 wins have been big. We felt like in this game we would have enough rest to play this game. You know, we took 2 days off. That helped us. You know, the game we were really worried about it, like I said before the game, was the Atlanta game because of all the time zone. Now we got to change another time zone and go back and play a team that's waiting for us. So we'll be ready tomorrow.
Talk about just the accomplishment of this.
No, it's been a good trip. You know, it's not over for us. So that's the way we look at it.
In the third
Trip you guys are heading out on, and now you can go no worse than 500. I mean, has this been a way you've kind of gathered yourself on this trip and come back from some difficult games here and there?
Yeah, it's been solid. You know, it's been a solid trip. But, you know, it's a good win definitely tonight, especially with the way Milwaukee's definitely been playing as of late. You know, good. And then we go ahead into Philly tomorrow to finish off the trip. You know, this is a mentally strong group. We understand it's been a long trip. You know, you got tired legs, you get tired mentally. But, you know, this is a group that wants to get the next win to make it a great trip.
Aggressive night for you, scoring-wise?
Oh, yeah. You know, that's what I think a couple of days off will do to you. You know, give you some fresh legs. So, you know, I had a little zip in my step tonight.
How much did it help having Keon have the kind of night that he had? He's had kind of a rough. He hasn't really been able to have these kind of nights.
It's been big. You know, our bench was really huge tonight. You know, the bench was in. We really increased the lead. Defensively, offensively, they were able to knock down shots. Peaches, Avery with his tremendous defense. You know, that's what we expect out of him. And Keon knocking down shots. That's what we're going to need, you know, especially with playoff right around the corner. It's going to have to come from everybody. If they're able to gain their confidence and play well like that, it would be tough to beat.
You've been through a lot of ups and downs with this team, but in general for this team, has this trip been a confidence boost for a lot of guys, the way you guys have played?
You know, it's been up and down. You know, we won one, win 2, lose 2. So, you know, we're just trying to develop a little bit more consistency. You know, we thought we did a couple games, get away out there west. So, you know, it'd be a real confidence booster if we can go on the field.
You got 58 in the first half, and then Doug said you guys decided to switch everything at the second half. Was it as simple as that?
Well, you know, they play small a lot, you know, with fours who can shoot the ball from long range. First half, they were really turning the corners off the pick and roll with Monte and Dunleavy, so we want to take that away. And I thought once we took that away, it was to our advantage to just kind of keep them on the perimeter instead of attacking the basket.
This team's 5 blocks, 4 steals.
I mean, what do you expect? He's at home.
You talk about the third quarter, how you guys pulled away.
Just came out with a lot of energy, man. You know, we executed from the first play on. The defense really picked up. We rebounded the ball well tonight. You know, when we do those things, we're tough. Rondo controlled the pace for most of the night. We got steals. It was fun to watch. We made the extra passes. You know, we turned it over a little bit more than I like, but we were able to get out on the break, get some layups, and you know, everybody contributed in this win.
You passed Clyde.
Just coming here red hot, Milwaukee team, just kind of pulling them off with it, getting them.
I thought defensively we got to stop down the stretch when we need to. You know, offensively we figured it out, but you know we made shots when we had to. But overall, defensively was the key for us getting back, and we kept them out of transition late in the game, and you know they weren't able to score.
And one of the guys that stepped up tonight for you guys, Keon Dillon, talk about what it meant to have him knock down some of those big shots he hit.
Well, it was key because you're their defense is playing us a certain way with Rondo in there, and then Keon comes in, he comes off, and it takes pressure off Kevin to get to the slot. Keon's hitting shots, and he had a good management of the offense and transition and on defense. So it allowed us to keep Rondo on the bench. Most of us stay on the bench. Come down the stretch because our bench played great for us.
And just talk a little about that. I mean, when you look at the minutes from all of you guys, it's pretty consistent with what you guys have been playing all year, and with a back-to-back, I gotta believe that's gonna help you.
Yeah, it definitely helped us going into tomorrow. We can get out of here and start focusing on tomorrow now.
And speaking of tomorrow, Philadelphia team, they handled you guys pretty well the first time. Just talk about the mindset going back there.
Yeah, they handle us pretty well. So we know going in that we have some business that we need to take care of, and it seemed like it was like 2 games ago. So we don't need any motivation. We know what we got to do, go in there and get a win.
Those kind of games, do you forget those games pretty easily, or do those kind of things stick in the back of your mind the next time you play a team like that?
Definitely they come to the forefront when you play them again, but you never forget that. Whenever you watch them on TV, you always hold some type of bad feeling about that until you can get back to them and you can cleanse that. So here we are.
It's a difficult trip from the start. We're looking at it and saying, okay, 8 games, what are they going to pull out here? You can go home no worse than 5 wins on this thing, which is better than your road record for the year.
Yeah, well, I think still having the amount of games we have left, there's always opportunity to get better. And when you lose 2 in a row, you can put together 6 or 7 in a row. That's key to always stay ahead of the curve. So that's what we're working toward.
You guys have the tiebreaker now with the Bucks, if that ever comes down to that. So the win helps now, but also helps later. So what do you think of this win tonight? Just how that helps?
Well, I'm sure. Hopefully, it doesn't get to that, but it is good to have it on our side.
Thank you. Celtics win 100-91. Paul Pierce scores 25 points. Brandon Jennings scores 19. Bucks fall to 21-25 on the season. Next game Saturday. Next home game is Saturday against Indiana.